Happy Thursday. So, you know who you are, you're willing to be vulnerable, and the rest is cake, right? Everyone will love your well defined, vulnerable, and authentic self, right? Wrong. Wrong. In fact, living authentically will come with shedding a lot of things, and sometimes that includes people. When you know who you are and you decide to live vulnerably, that does not come with guaranteed acceptance or kindness or really any guarantees other than your own peace and fulfillment, which is immeasurable and, wouldn't give it up for the world, but that doesn't necessarily mean or translate that everyone else is going to respect that and love that, right? So when you realize you're not being accepted, or that living authentically turns people against you, then you have to let go of them and the things that don't serve you too. And that sucks. Which is why courage is step 3 this week on the Daily Huddle, where we're talking about living authentically. So step 1 was defining who you are. Step 2 was being vulnerable and letting people see who you really are. And now step 3 is courage. You need courage to live into who you are despite what people say. And honestly, the courage is also and mainly for the twig bitches. That's what I call them, the chorus of twig bitches running around in my head telling me that I'm not smart enough, that I'm too much, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not thin enough, or the whole host of other negative things that swirl around our heads, right? That is where your courage and where you're standing up oftentimes. Because oftentimes when you're comparing yourself or you assume other people are saying negative things, they're just the things that you think they're saying. I would challenge you that if you feel like there are people who wouldn't appreciate you for exactly who you are those things that they've actually said or things that you're assuming? So when there are things that you're assuming, that's that twig bitch in your head telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't be you, right? So you are the only you, and the only way to know how to live authentically is to go within. So to your imagination, to your soul, to your passion, to whatever you want to call it, the roadmap for your life is within. No one can show you, no one can tell you the way. You have to discover it yourself. And that, my friend, is very scary. And that's when all of those negative thoughts and feelings come bubbling up, right? So for me, I never thought I would be an entrepreneur. I loved corporate America and all the wheels I didn't have to reinvent and all the people who went before me and the well-paved paths and the convenience of all the systems, right? So then I became an entrepreneur and I gave up my house and my car and all the plans that I had carefully thought out. And I'd been taught to be happy with what I got until I realized that I wasn't getting that I didn't know that I wanted. So I had to call my shot. And when I think about it, I feel like courage has different levels, right? So there's the courage that you need for those big moments. So for me, it was to call my shot. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to go do the thing, right? And then I'm going to sell my house, the first house I ever bought, to go pursue my dream of living in the city. So these big courageous moments, right? And then there are these mid-level courageous moments when I had my launch party or signed my first or pitched my first client or had my first workshop. And then there is the everyday courageous moments. And sometimes it feels like courageous breaths, right? So COVID-19 canceled all of my in-person workshops, which was the majority of my paycheck. But I'm not going to give up in this moment, right? Or this one, or this one. I'm going to call another shot. I'm going to record another video. I'm going to get on another discovery call. I'm going to believe that I can, those everyday courageous moments. And every single display of courage makes you stronger. At this point right now, as a Black, female, entrepreneur, thriving through a pandemic, I feel unstoppable. Like, you can't hold me down. You can't hold me back, right? But let's be clear, and I'm going to remix one of my favorite quotes. Courage doesn't always roar. And here's the remix part. Most of the time, courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. So, what level of courage do you need right now to live authentically as yourself? Your true, vulnerable self. Do you need to roar and call your shot and make some big changes? Do you need to take the next step or the next leap in your business or in your relationship? Or do you need to put one foot in front of the other and remind yourself to count on your blessings, to have faith, to know that what you did and where you're going is worth all of the things it comes with, all of the negative thoughts, all of the negative people, all of the stress, all of that, right? So, what does courage look like for you right now as you live into your authentic life? Thank you for watching the Daily Huddle with me, Life Coach Franzani. Every week I pick a theme, and every day we discuss a topic all around better every day. Because we don't hope to live a good life, we work to live our very best lives. I'll see you here bright and early to continue our conversation on living authentically, and give yourself an amazing day.